Mount Fuji, Japan's most iconic mountain, is undergoing observable changes. In 2024, Mount Fuji saw its latest first snowcap ever recorded, 36 days later than average. Scientists say this isn't a one-off anomaly. It's part of a decades-long warming trend that's accelerating faster than the national average. Welcome to ESG Japan Daily. I'm Daria. Today, we unpack the findings of a new Greenpeace Japan analysis, revealing how Mount Fuji, Japan's national symbol, is becoming a clear indicator of climate change. Let's start with what happened this year. The first snowcap on Mount Fuji didn't appear until November 7, 2024, the latest date in 130 years of observation. Historically, the first snow arrives around October 2nd. The delay this year? 36 days. And 2024 wasn't just late, it was hot. October recorded the highest average temperature ever observed at the summit, and the entire year was officially the warmest on record for both the summit and the base of the mountain. While a single late snowcap can't be blamed solely on rising temperatures, scientists say it's part of a much larger pattern, one that shows how fast Japan's climate is shifting. According to Greenpeace Japan's new analysis, based on Japan Meteorological Agency data from 1933 to 2024, both the summit of Mount Fuji and the nearby town of Fuji-Kawaguchiko are warming rapidly. But here's the notable part. The lower slopes and surrounding areas are heating up almost twice as fast as the summit itself. Let's break it down. At the top of Japan's highest peak, the average temperature is rising at 1.47 degrees Celsius per 100 years, slightly above Japan's national average of 1.35 degrees Celsius. 2024 recorded the highest ever annual average temperature of 4.2 degrees, compared to the long-term average of 6.4 degrees. Even in winter, when Mount Fuji is supposed to be frozen solid, the trend is clear. Winter temperatures are increasing at 1.7 degrees Celsius per century. The number of winter days, days below freezing, is shrinking by about 15 days every 100 years. In 2024, the mountain recorded the fewest freezing days on record. At the base of the mountain, the change is even more pronounced. Here, the average temperature is rising at 2.64 degrees Celsius per 100 years, nearly double the summit rate. That's not a rounding error. That's a significant regional change. In the past century, the town's winters have shifted from below freezing to consistently above zero. Between 1933 and 1953, every winter averaged below 0 degrees Celsius. But from 1987 onward, almost every winter has been above freezing. The decade from 2015 to 2024 was the first in history where all three winter months, December, January, and February, averaged above 0°C. And the number of winter days, nights below freezing, is declining by 26.7 days per century. That's nearly a full month of lost winter every 100 years. In short, the base of Mount Fuji is warming twice as fast as its summit, and faster than Japan as a whole. These numbers aren't just about climate charts, they're about the transformation of a living landscape. The Greenpeace analysis finds that this accelerating warming is reshaping the ecosystems around Mount Fuji. The tree line is climbing higher, as once frozen ground thaws and alpine vegetation retreats. The permafrost zone, areas that used to stay frozen year-round, is shifting upward. And in Fuji-Kawaguchiko, winters that were once reliably sub-zero are now routinely above freezing. If this trend continues, Lake Kawaguchiko, which used to freeze every winter, may soon never freeze again. Beyond the science, there's a deeper story, the change of Japan's seasonal rhythm. The late snowcap on Mount Fuji is not an isolated event. It is consistent with other seasonal changes across Japan. Autumn leaves are appearing later, cherry blossoms are blooming earlier, and now the snowcap on Japan's most sacred mountain is shrinking in both duration and coverage. Over time, that means the classic image of a snow-capped Mount Fuji, the one found in ukiyo-e prints, postcards, and countless artworks, could become a less frequent seasonal sight. The Greenpeace study concludes that Mount Fuji itself has become a barometer of Japan's changing climate, a symbol that reflects both environmental change and cultural significance. The data shows that what's melting isn't just ice, it's part of Japan's identity. If you are interested in stories connecting Japan's culture, climate, and sustainability, consider subscribing for more updates. So here's my question for you. If Mount Fuji continues to lose its snowcap, what should Japan do next? A. Launch stronger climate adaptation programs to protect regional ecosystems. B. Drastically cut emissions to preserve what's left. C. Reframe national tourism and culture around a changing landscape. Or D. All of the above? What do you think? Is Japan ready to face this new reality? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching ESG Japan Daily. I'm Daria. We'll be back tomorrow with more insights on how Japan's climate and economy are transforming, one story at a time. See you then.